we do know that for us to get players to the MPF, we have young boys, young girls who look up to them, who dream of one day playing at Nigeria's top league. And that is what the Prosperity Cup is all about. And that is where we have a lot of young boys, young men and young women trying to, you know, get something out of this and maybe find themselves playing in the MPFL. So there you have it, guys. We do have this Prosperity Cup coming, OJ.
Yes, and the next thing is the fact that some teams have become traditional teams in the competition. In Ogbia local government, Movers FC, you know, champions there. In Keremo local government, Crusaders, you know, owned by a former board member of the NFF, Dr. Singabele, you know, also another consistent team. Then in Southern Ijo, the Naija Delta University, you know, one of these teams, institutions with teams that played, also be a consistent team. Then there's Bayelsa Feeders in Yenagoa. And I like the fact that there's a team called Brazil FC. I'm sure they play Samba football. That's why they're called Brazil FC.
Exactly. Very interesting thing. And then we have Bayelsa United Feeders as champions from Yenagoa local government area. So a total of 220 matches have been played with a total of 530 goals. And there you have those winners there. And also average goals per game scored is 2.41 goals per game. And matches decided on penalties are 40 matches with 180 matches decided in regulation time. Now, each local government champion went home with 1 million naira, while runners-up got 500,000 naira each. And the round of 32 has started on Wednesday. That is 2 days ago, after the local government finals. And all 8 local government champions will participate in the round of 32. And I can also tell you that Barcelona FC have sent their representatives there. There will be a scouting program as well that commences next week, Monday. And a lot of opportunities for these young kids, Ralph.
Quite a lot of opportunities, and of course, Prosperity Cup, you know, really growing in leaps and bounds, and of course, it's now a total state team thing, as it were. Yeah. Formerly, it was just you know, few teams taking part, but now it's been a large, massive tournament. It's becoming, and I'm sure that as the years go by, this tournament will grow more and more in leaps and bounds.
Exactly, and. Yenagoa is where it happens. I think I attended the Prosperity Cup 2 seasons ago, and I was amazed by what I saw. Even the inclusivity of it all, where we had the para soccer teams as well. We had the women's teams playing. And I can tell you that the governor of the state has consistently, you know, made it consistent, put in the money and the resources required to do this, Ada.
It is the willpower for me. It's not rocket science. This is the conveyors belt, and where else to get the conveyors belt? Which other perfect, you know, supply line will be the, if not for grassroots, where these talents are pretty young, you know, when they've got that dream, that excitement in their eyes, all they need is a huge platform to, you know, show what they have. And it's intentionality. It's been very intentional about it. Every year, like Ralph said, it keeps getting better, broader, you know, getting everyone involved, getting the best legs, and even in prize money is even increasing. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of excitement in you know, in the atmosphere in Bayelsa that we cannot wait for the champions to emerge for 2026.
And just to give you a visual representation of the stats that I just read out for you, where we also told you that a total of 20 matches have been played, a total of 530 goals scored, and an average of 2.41 goals per match. Matches decided on penalties were at 40, and 180 of those matches were decided in regulation time. So there you have it, guys. But we do have the DG of the Prosperity Cup talking about the tournament. And let's take a listen.
Like, you know, we had 227 teams that participated in this tournament. For that number of teams, you must understand that it has been a very hectic process coordinating and managing that that number of teams, because we played matches in all local governments and in practically almost every other community in the state. We had about 30 playing centers, prepare the fields, give them nets, give them the corner flags and all of that. And we now engaged our coordinators, referees, medical and coach to ensure that these matches are up to standard. And I must say that we've been impressed. At the end of the day, in every local government, we had 2 qualifiers who played the local government finals. One of the innovations we brought in a few years ago, each finalist got 1 million naira, and they've all been paid, and the runner-up got 500,000. That is a small motivation to them to prepare for the eventual final, so that they are in the round of 32. And this has really motivated and inspired them.
There you have the Director General for the Prosperity Cup, Mr. Ono Okwe. So congratulations to him and his team, and we hope to see